permission. Dirk,
Perfect.
Dirk will be in shortly. So yeah, we'll have Dirk in a couple of minutes. So
Okay.
Yep, we've got 20 minutes.
20 minutes, guys. Yeah.
Yep, we'll have you in shortly.
All right.
Hi, Ethan. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Rick. How are you?
I'm good, sir. How about you, sir? Hi.
Hi guys, sorry,
So
I'm
Ethan,
sorry,
I'm
sorry, I'm Ethan, by the way.
You're
Nice to meet you
Ethan.
guys.
Oh.
How you doing?
Hi, Ethan.
Good to see you both.
Sorry, it's been an early start for me this morning. So
No worries, no worries.
All good. It's all good.
So
Yeah.
is Dirk in England right now?
yeah, he is. He'll be over shortly. He's just grabbed a quick drink and he'll be over. So we just want to get you guys in, so we're ready to go straight away.
Awesome. Awesome.
Is he there for the parade and all that?
Yeah, I think he's here for the game. Yeah, no, he's confident. He's confident. Yeah, he's here for a Legends game as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, busy weekend for him.
Nice.
So we're just we're in one of the bars at Anfield at the moment. So it's a nice space. We've got a big space for it, so it'll look good. So you guys happy recording? You're happy with everything?
Yes. Yes.
Great. We'll have him in shortly.
Are you guys excited for the weekend? It's quite an important match, man.
Israel is busy.
It's a-
So,
Let's get the win.
yeah, you're both Liverpool fans, aren't you? So yes.
Yeah,
He
you know,
is.
Yes.
I've been to Anfield on several occasions, and I was hoping to go after we won the league,
Yeah.
but it was lockdown, so I couldn't go.
Yeah. It's a nightmare, wasn't it? Just coming in now, so I'm just going to go grab Dirk for you, and we'll get going. Cheers,
All right.
guys.
Thank you. Yep. So I'll do the usual intro and everything. Right? So, you're ready with your jersey, huh?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Woo!
One of my idols is here. Hey,
Someone-
Dirk, take a look at this, man.
Someone is fanboying right now.
I got your shirt right here.
Very good.
I bought this in Anfield. I saw you play, man. I saw you
Really? Good.
play. I saw you play probably around 8 times. I saw you play.
Okay, I guess we can start, right? So
We're just syncing up cameras. 2 minutes.
sorry.
2 minutes we need.
We're just syncing up cameras. So
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
They are syncing up the cameras.
All right.
Okay, maybe we could get a picture right now. Can you get a picture?
Yeah.
Is it okay,
Yeah, yeah.
Dirk?
Go on.
I'm gonna really take the picture.
I will. Okay, 1, 2. Wait, hold on. Let's take one
One
more,
more.
just
more.
for safety. Hold on. 1, 2. There you go.
Yeah. I saw one of my favorite football players. Yeah.
Very good.
Ah, man.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so all right, so we okay, we can start. All right, thanks guys. Hi Dirk. We're from the Philippines. We're TAP DMV. We're a broadcaster of the Premier League. And it's actually shown on this channel called Premier Football. Yeah, so the way we're gonna structure this, we're gonna take 20 minutes. My colleague here, Rick, he's our PR guy, and a huge, massive Liverpool fan at that. So he's got a lot of good questions, a lot of interesting questions, which he will share with the Liverpool community. And then maybe after the questions, maybe a shout out to your Filipino fans, to the Liverpool fan club, and maybe to Rick as well.
Yeah.
For the job. And then we'll probably have another group photo in the end if there's time. So is that
No
okay?
problem.
All
Very
right,
nice
thanks, Rick.
to meet you guys.
Okay, I'm gonna shut off my video and audio so that Rick can do the one-on-one with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no problem.
Dirk, what an opportunity and what an honor. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no
First
problem.
question.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. The first question is, you made your reputation as a big game player. When the bigger the game, you would score huge goals. How can you share with fans, what's that mindset? What does it take for Dirk Kuyt to show up when these games mattered?
Well, you know, as a young kid, it was always a dream of me to become a professional football player. And once you become a professional football player, the best games you can play are the toughest matches. And actually, these are, you know, the European matches or the rival games against Everton or Manchester United, or back in the days when I was playing for Feyenoord against Ajax. And of course, you feel the nerve and the adrenaline before the game, during the game, already in the week before the game. But I love that kind of adrenaline. I love that nerve, and I always felt very excited to play those kind of games. So actually, yeah, if you ask me the question, how does it come you can score important goals in important games? It's that I always felt excited, and I've always felt ready to give everything for the team, everything for the club, and make sure we don't lose but win.
Mhm. You know, everywhere you've played, you were always a crowd favorite. Did that help you being a crowd favorite? Did it give you that boost when you were playing?
Yeah, no, since the start of my career, I felt a connection with the supporters for the team I played for. And I think it had a lot to do with my work ethic. People could always see that I give everything for the team. I was not always playing my best games. Even the best players in the world have a bad game sometimes. But I think one thing, what they could see from me is that I always gave everything and never give up. And even when I struggled or even when I was playing bad, I could still manage to score important goals, and that yeah, that gave a connection with the crowd, and I had an unbelievable connection with the Liverpool crowd during my time here, and I still have, because I'm coming many times back to Liverpool. I'm here now, and the respect that I get from the people on the street is amazing, and it's yeah, it's a privilege to have been a football player, but even more to have played for Liverpool for 6 years.
Dirk, it's an ultimate sign of respect when the cop sings songs about you. How do you feel about the songs that they sing about you?
Well, now these days I'm in the stand, so I can hear every song, and I can ask the fans what kind of song they're singing. And it's amazing, you know. Lately, it's the Jurgen Klopp song, and you have the Mo Salah song, and of course my country fellow Virgil van Dijk has an amazing song as well. And back in the days, they didn't have so many songs about me because it was very tough to pronounce my name here in England. I guess all over the world except in Holland, but they have a few songs, and it's great. And even when they don't sing songs about me or about other players, once again, the respect you get from the Liverpool supporters all over the world, because it doesn't matter in what part of the world you are, in Asia or in America or in Europe, it doesn't matter. We have everywhere in the world there are Liverpool fans, and everywhere in the world they give you the respect. So thank you for that.
In a few, in about a couple of weeks, Liverpool will be playing in the Champions League final. You played in the Champions League final. Can you share with fans what it is like? What is the atmosphere? And you scored, man.
Yeah, I scored, but I would love to give that goal back for winning it, but unfortunately we lost that game. But we had an incredible season, and we managed to get to the final by beating Chelsea in the semi-finals that day. And that's, as a football player, that's what it's all about. So it's playing a game on the highest level in a stadium where 50% of the supporters are for Liverpool and 50% in this case were for AC Milan. And it was an incredible experience. And people always ask me what's the best game you ever played, or the most important one. This was the most important one. I enjoyed it so much, but it was also the saddest one because we lost it. And of course, I scored a goal, and that's something very special. But I love to give that goal back to for winning it. But a great experience on the highest level there is in football.
Definitely. And, you know, you're ninth in the all-time scoring list for Liverpool when it comes to goals in Europe. In fact, you've scored more goals than for Fernando Torres, Robbie Fowler, Kevin Keegan. Um, in fact, you know, you're in the top 10 for European goal scorers for Liverpool. How do you feel about that, man?
Well, I felt great. I feel great about that because Liverpool is a huge historical club. They had so many good players, and especially so many good strikers. You name a lot of them, like Fernando Torres, Robbie Fowler, Ian Rush, name them all. But it is great to be still there on the list. And one day maybe I will fall off. But until the day, I will, I will enjoy myself watching media between all those great players. And in my first season, actually, I didn't score that many goals. I believe my first ever European goal for Liverpool was the Champions League final goal. But after I managed to score in every in every stage of the tournament, even in the playoffs against Standard Liège, I scored a very important one. It brought us to the Champions League group stage, and I scored in the group stage and in all the finals we played after. So it was great, and I enjoyed every goal that I scored in the Champions League, and also the other European goals.
You mentioned that eventually some people might take your place in the top 10, but you will always be an Anfield legend. And as you said, people recognize you on the street. And I miss the curly hair.
Yeah.
But you look awesome, man. What's it like to be an Anfield legend?
Well, it's great. You know, once you're retired, and I am retired from football now for 5 years, you think you can live a more quiet life. And actually, it's not really happening for me, even after losing my curly hair. But on the other hand, it's so nice that you come back to Liverpool and the people, you know, still treat you as a legend, still treat you as one of them. And it feels very comfortable. It feels like family, and it feels like home every time I come back to Liverpool.
If you were to share with a fan who doesn't know you, who doesn't know Liverpool, your best moment in a Reds shirt, the best game, what would that be?
Well, one of my best moments was the semi-final against Chelsea at home at Anfield, the one where we managed to reach the final. In the first game, we lost 1-0 at Stamford Bridge, and it would be very difficult, you know, to beat Chelsea, because in that stage or in that period, an away goal was counting double. So we had to play very carefully. We couldn't concede, or else we had to score 3 goals. Daniel Agger managed to make 1 goal, and it went to extra time. And it was a match where everything was in it. So we played the extra time. I even scored a goal where the referee gave it offside. After the game, we could all see it wasn't offside, and unlucky we didn't have the VAR at that time. And then it became 2 penalties, and to manage that, or to experience that at Anfield with the crowd, who was for 120 minutes with us, and even with the penalties they were with us, and then to manage to score the winning goal at Anfield, what brought us to the final in the Champions League, was something I would never forget. And anyway, the nights on Anfield when we play Champions League nights, they are incredible, and they are really something special in football.
Okay, some of your former teammates, like Stevie is now managing Aston Villa, Jamie Carragher is a pundit. Can we expect to see Dirk Kuyt either managing or doing the TV work sometime soon?
Well, what I just said, I'm retired now for 5 years from professional football. In the meantime, I've done all my badges and also the pro license, so I'm allowed now to do a managing role. And I'm preparing myself to start a job in Holland to get the experience as a coach or as a manager, or whatever you like to say. And definitely I want to be involved in football. And for the meantime, I'm doing some work for the Dutch television. I'm doing some analyzing work. I will also be in Paris doing the game, of course, Liverpool against Madrid. But my ambition is to be a coach in the future. I've done it already in the youth academy at Feyenoord on the under 19. So I've got 3 years of experience already in the youth academy of Feyenoord. And now I'm ready to take the next step. And I will do. I like to do the same as I did as a football player, surprise people and give everything, and make special things happen.
Well, I think you've been successful in everything you do, and I do not have a doubt you will be successful, Dirk.
Thank you.
I'm going to ask you about today's Liverpool team. What do you think of this team by Jurgen Klopp going for a quadruple?
Yeah, no, it's an amazing team, and I follow, of course, Liverpool every week, every game they play. I follow them, but especially when I look back the beginning of Jurgen Klopp and how he built up his team, and not only his team with players wise, but also the people around him in his staff. He got a huge staff, but every staff member is so important for him, as all the players are so important. And how he built up this team is actually incredible. How he kept his team together and slightly improve. And for me, when Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool decided to sign Alisson Becker, but also Virgil van Dijk, that were the missing keys in that team. And that's why they managed to win the Premier League. And once they've reached that, I think Jurgen Klopp also managed to keep this team and to keep this player hungry for more. And on the other end, to buy one or two players or a few players who can add something to the team. And I think that's the key at the moment for Liverpool. They have so many great players, and I think Jurgen Klopp has proven that by the last game they played, where they have to play almost a completely different team, because there were so many games this season. You need all the players, and that's why it was so special for me that they managed to win the last game against Southampton, and they're still in for the quadruple. And of course, they're 1 point behind City, but I know, and I've learned in my life, that everything can happen in football, and as long as you believe, you got a chance. And if you can say one thing from Liverpool Football Club, the supporters or the people who are working there, we always believe.
Okay, I just have one more question. What do you think of the upcoming Champions League finals between Liverpool and Real Madrid?
Well, it's a tough one, because I believe strongly that Liverpool can win it. But Real Madrid have shown that they can beat the best teams in Europe. You know, they've done it against City, they've done it against Paris Saint-Germain, and they've done it against other very strong teams. So definitely we need to respect Real Madrid. It's a strong team with a really strong manager who has a lot of experience as well. He knows Jurgen Klopp, he knows Liverpool, but he knows also Liverpool has a lot of quality. So I'm confident that we can win it, but it will be a very tough final.
All right. Do you mind if we ask if you greet all the Liverpool supporters in the Philippines? Just say
Yeah,
hi.
of course. Yeah. Well. First of all, it was very nice to meet you from the Philippines, but also I'd like to say hello to all the other Filipinos all over the world, even in Filipino or wherever in the world you are, and hopefully we'll see each other again on Anfield.
Really, is it okay if I get a greeting from Dirk?
Why, of course. That was the whole plan.
Can you just say hi, Rick?
No, Rick. Once again, Rick. Very nice to meet you. I know you are a very big fan of Liverpool, but it means a lot to me that you have this shirt. You bought it on Anfield before a game, probably, and I think you are my biggest fan from Filipinos.
Yeah. Okay. Now you have to greet all the football fans who watch the Premier League every week, because as Relly said, we show the Premier League every week. Now you're talking to everyone, like come watch the Premier League every week on Premier Sports.
Premier Football.
Well, all the fans all over the world, very nice to meet you, and I just want to ask you, watch Premier Football every week.
Sorry, do you mind?
Would you like that down the camera?
Do you mind if you say like hi to the Liverpool supporters in the Philippines?
Just 1 second. They just ask if you guys want me to do it in the proper camera just after we finish.
Yeah. So Dirk, just to be clear, it's the Premier League on Premier Football. There.
The Premier League on Premier Football.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will do it in the camera.
Yep. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah.
Okay, I will do it now in the camera. Okay, guys. I just want to ask you, watch the Premier League on Premier Football.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Can we ask you? Can you ask you to say hi to Liverpool supporters of the Philippines? So
Liverpool, yeah. Okay. Well, I'd like to say hello to all the Liverpool supporters from the Philippines.
There. Let's just get one quick picture, then we're done.
Okay, again. 1, 2, 3.
Dirk, thank you so much, man.
Thanks a lot,
I'm a big
Dirk.
I
Guys,
love you, man. I love you.
pleasure to meet you.
All the best,
Pleasure
my
to-
friend. All the best.
Thank you.
Good luck. Good luck.
Ethan, thank
so
you,
much.
Ethan.
Cheers, guys.
All right. Cheers. Bye.